Hi, welcome to Pathways of Hope. I just recovered from COVID. It's the second time that I was tested positive, and again, after a few weeks, again, I recovered from COVID. I think many of us are in the midst of the pandemic and worried about our health. The reading today is a reading about somebody who's also suffering a disease that was considered bad during their time because you will become an outcast if you have this disease, similar to our experience of COVID. Let's read the story from the Gospel of Mark. And a leper came to him, beseeching him, and kneeling said to him, "If you will, you can make me clean." Moved with pity, he stretched out his hand and touched him and said to him, "I will, be clean." And immediately the leprosy left him, and he was made clean. And he sternly charged him and sent him away at once, and said to him, "See that you say nothing to anyone, but go, show yourself to the priest, and offer to your cleansing what Moses commanded for a proof to the people." But he went out and began to talk freely about it, to spread the news, so that Jesus could no longer openly enter a town, but was out in the country, and people came to him from every quarter. The Gospel of our salvation. A quick background. During their time, sickness, especially leprosy, of course, is a skin disease. There's this idea of making us clean. Well, during their time, sin or wrongdoing or moving away from God is something that is related to our health. If you are sick, and leprosy is a very serious disease, it's a sign that you have moved away from God. And people understood it that way. Is it a good way of understanding medicine today? But maybe not. But definitely it was their understanding. And so when the leper went to Jesus, the main thing that he wanted was to be made clean, to be restored, to again be able to join the community and join the life of worship and be able to come near to God. Because he understood that his sickness was a sign that he was far from God. That's why his request was, "Make me clean." And that's why when Jesus healed him, he was asked to go to the priest, and the priest is someone who represents them to the temple. So therefore, there was this restoration of this man back to God. In our day and age, in our time, maybe we are worried about our sickness, recovering from COVID, which is, I think, a concern for many of us. But are we concerned about being clean, having a right relationship with God? I think that's the more important question that the leper is presenting to us today. Our sickness and being healed of our sickness is definitely something we want, and we hope that God will indeed hear our prayers for healing of our own loved ones or even for ourselves. And yet I think the deeper thing that we need to desire is to be made clean, to have a right relationship with God, because that's the best kind of healing anyone can experience. So God bless us, and I hope that this message of the gospel today might be an invitation to all of us to desire to draw near to God and to say, "Lord, make me clean." God bless us.